I'm live. Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto live with you from the Credit Card Connection Studios in beautiful Hackensack, New Jersey on a Thursday night. I know it's late. I'm sorry, guys, but I know some people might be watching the Thursday night game. I'm a Cowboys fan, as you can see. And right now, I had to leave the game because this is how great our community is. Check this out. So maybe 40 minutes ago, I see on a chat with Sledge and Kiki that Sledge says, Yo, I'm trying to find out some information on the Amex Everyday card and I can't find it. Right. And he goes, Yeah. And, I also can't see the cash magnet card. So I see them post that. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was just on there the other day and I saw them there. And I actually referred some people to get that card because there's some people that want to downgrade, from a platinum or a gold and keep the points and things like that. So I called Amex at 10:05 p.m. and we're here in Eastern time. And I said to the guy, I called him through the platinum line because that one you don't have to wait for, right? So they were like, oh, what can I do for you for your platinum? I was like, it's not the platinum card. I need help. I need to know. I have some friends of mine that want to inquire about the everyday cards. So the guy goes, yeah, we no longer have those products. And I said, okay, is it just one? Is it just, he goes, effective today, the Amex Everyday card, the Amex Everyday Preferred card, and the Amex Cash Magnet card are no longer on our product line. He goes, if you go onto our site, you're going to see broken links and error pages for those cards. They're no longer in our rotation. So I said to him, I said, well, one of the reasons why those cards are so popular, besides them being, some of the least expensive cards that Amex has, it's more accessible to more people. And also if you cancel or product change from a higher card, like a platinum or a gold, and you want to downgrade, you could still keep your points. And then they were like, well, right now, those cards are no longer here. It's not that we're refreshing them. It's that they're no longer a part of our product line. So then I asked him, I said, can you do me a favor? Can you transfer me to your supervisor? And he transferred me to a supervisor named Frank. And Frank came on and said the same thing. He goes, not many people call about those cards with such urgency. I said, you don't understand. This is what I do now. So, I told him, I said, I was talking to my friend Sledge. I didn't say Sledge to him, obviously, but I was talking to my friend and he said he didn't see the product line and decided to call. And I want to give a shout out to Sledge right now. More than anything else, Sledge, I hope you're okay because Sledge is in Tampa, Florida, as that massive Hurricane Helene is barreling her way that way. And Sledge, I hope you, Wendy, and the kids and the family are doing well. But I actually asked Sledge to come on with me tonight, and he is unable to. He's okay. He texted me he's okay, but he has a lot of people calling him. So Sledge, prayers to you and the family, Papi. I hope that there's no issues with you there. But I want all of you guys to know right now, as of today, Thursday, September 26th, according to the American Express supervisor named Frank, through the platinum line, that those cards will no longer be in existence. So what does that mean for you guys? Well, I'm getting people here giving me comments on the Cowgirls. Oh my God, I can't. But here's the thing. You do have options with Amex. Like we tell a lot of people, one of the better cards, if you're able to do it, is to get the American Express Blue Business Cash or Blue Business Preferred card. You get 2 points. It's a no annual fee card. Their membership rewards points have been increasing with special offers. That's another, choice you have that you can, add to those cards, add to your lineup of Amex if you want to keep your points. But right now, it's a little bit messed up. I don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to product change those card holders to. My aunt has had her everyday card for the last 15 years. She always liked it because it's clear plastic and she thought it was a cool looking card. I don't know what they're going to give you now. So funny enough, on that same call, and I have 53 people here, mi gente, so thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. But here's the thing. The guy couldn't tell me what they're going to product change to. The guy could not tell me, what's coming up. He couldn't tell me exactly why they cut it. But the telling sign was when I called and the guy said, no one really ever calls here about the Amex everyday cards or the cash magnet card. That should say something. It's probably one of their, lower totem pole cards, and they don't know, what they're going to put in effect. My hope is that they give us good products that, we're not only now going to start off with $150 cards, and up, because that's going to be kind of sad. We need cards that everyday people can access and use, right? And that's what these cards are really, for me, meant for that type of client that needed those cards and really didn't want to commit to a high paying card, but wanted great multipliers on groceries, and regular everyday purchases. So I'm going to go through here. I'm going to just go through some of the comments, mi gente, because I really want to appreciate everybody that came on early. I got Alex Y here. You're 992. Sendo, ¿cómo está? Sendo, welcome. Juan Meow Mix. They dropped the 3 cards today. Rest in peace. That's right. If that's what it was, you were getting those messages. Mike Newland, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you for being here. Juan, that's it. Breaking news sound effects. Right? So so not even refreshing them, Sendo. Right now, they are not refreshing them. And that's right, Juan. Stay safe, everybody in Florida and actually in the Gulf Coast and on that line as the storm goes up. I hope everybody's okay. Andreas Sinat, buenas tardes, Joel, doing the most to keep us up to date. I'm trying, Papi. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. This is what we do in this community. Sledge, I thank you for bringing it up to my attention, Sledge. And I knew Sledge had his hands full, obviously, and that's real life, right? But this is what we do in this community, and we're here to help each other and bring that to you. So, we wanted to make sure that we got it out there quickly. The blue business is a good card, and it's not difficult to get. I'm going to be real honest with you. That was my first card, and I opened up my business. Technically, I got the LLC in January, and I got the card in January. So, it's not a bad card. It's easy to get. Chad, what's going on, puppy? Amex prepping for the platinum fee bump. That's the fear, Chad. That's right, Chad. You're right. And Chad, I hope you're okay down there too in Florida, puppy. Thank God you're on the opposite side, but I hope you guys don't get a lot of rain. God bless you, Chad. Thank you for being here, puppy. Sendo, there goes my future setup. Sendo, you know what's funny? That's exactly what I was thinking, the same thing. I was thinking about that card to add it to my lineup. And what's funny is when I called to find out about these cards, I had on my app, remember I cut my gold card in February. I kid you not, guys. My plan is, and I'm going to tell you guys all my plan, since I have the platinum, the personal platinum and business platinum, I don't need 2 platinum cards. So I was going to product change down my platinum card to a green, and then hope that I was going to get upgraded. They just sent me 30,000, an offer for 30,000 membership rewards points for $1,000 of spend in 6 months for the gold card. So guess who's going to get the gold card again, because they're going to be prorating my fee because I just paid that Amex green card. So I'm going to rock this out and get those, membership rewards points for $1,000 in 6 months. That's called Wednesday here on a shopping day, right? So, that should be an easy hit. So I just want you guys to know that's also breaking news. Literally today, as I was on the phone with the guy, I said, is this real? He goes, yeah, we, just go on, finish the application online if you want, or I could do it for you here on the phone. I knew I was going to come on live. So I said, let me just do this first and I'll go back and finish that application. But you guys are the first to know. So let's see. They just didn't change the design. No, Sendo, they canceled it all. You can't find it. It's not in their product lineup anymore. Maybe they'll come up with some better cards now. Hopefully, that's the thing. Maybe they'll add better multipliers, or they'll be more inclusive, let's say, of gas or EV charging or better streaming multipliers. They're probably seeing that other cards like the Attune or Wells Fargo as a whole are making changes, or even the Strata Premier that added different multipliers and things to their cards and branched out. maybe they're feeling that, not that Amex is going to feel any kind of heat because they're that big, but they see that there's a niche out there for people to be able to, they can get the ones that are a little bit afraid, because Amex is known for their high fees, annual fees, and products, that maybe bringing in a new lower end product that can attract and have you move up that ladder is what their plan is. So we're going to see. Gunna, how you doing? Thanks for being here, Gunna. Theotis, yep, they did. What's going on here, Firefly? Wepa. Tristan, how you doing? 471. No, I asked him if it was temporary, and he said no. It looks like it's a total drop of a lineup, which that's why I asked to speak to the supervisor, because I wanted some clarification. I just didn't want to come out here and look the fool. I hope I don't get burned in the end, but that's what Frank, their supervisor, told me today, that it's a product drop, not a change, or not something that was just pushed aside to be refreshed. So I thought they were just refreshing all of the cards, and the logos or the look or whatever, but that wasn't the case. So Theotis, thank you so much for the likes. I appreciate that, mi gente. Please throw on the likes. I would really appreciate this to go out more tonight, if possible, unless you're watching my Cowboys, which I don't know if they're winning or losing right now. Maybe somebody can give me an update, but I appreciate that. Kevin, we don't know why they cut it. It looks like they might be bringing 3 new products, which is the hope, Kevin. Luis Munoz just went on the Amex site, and it let me start an application for Amex every day. Good luck with finishing that application, Luis, because when I went on, even on the app, it just says error on it. So, let's go here. I checked the wife, and she's there. Oh, Papi. Oh, my God, that's right. You flew out, Chad. I'm so sorry, Papi. Well, I hope Rain is fine. God bless her. I hope everything is okay with her. God bless. Juan, you're right. Luis, if you want to submit it, Papi. What's up, James from Arizona? Buenas noches. Buenas noches, hermano. How you doing, James? Thank you so much for being here from Arizona. All right. Here in Ohio, we've had the worst drought since the 1880s. Still predicting in 2024 with above average rainfall. Be careful. I hope you guys there, because that storm is supposed to keep going up. I pray that you guys are all okay. Sendo, let me know how that upgrade offer goes. I'm going to do it. What the heck? I'll shoot 30,000 points for $1,000 spent in 6 months. I've never seen that. Give me that gold, because I'm still going to drop my platinum to a green, and I'm still going to get my green. So why not? Phil, the Giants showed up. How you doing, Phil? Good to have you here, Phil. Yo, Tariq, Emergency Joe Barreto show. Yes, Tariq, I'm not even gonna lie. The wepa that I did on Tuesday night, I still have the headache, because you guys made fun that my head was red. I kid you not. I called my doctor because I think I popped like a vessel here as loud as I said wepa, which I won't do now because my wife will kill me. But my head is still throbbing from Tuesday. But I appreciate you guys being here. Leanne Carter, I'm still seeing the everyday card and the cash preferred, no cash magnet. Yeah, so it's the Amex, because there's the blue cash every day. Remember that. And then it's just the Amex every day. And then the everyday preferred. They're the clear colored credit cards that look like a clear plastic. I think I put it on the thumbnail. And that's why, yes, King Sam, they were redesigning them. That's what's crazy here, Vincent, thank you for being here, Papi. I appreciate it. We got 78 people here tonight, mi gente. This is insane on a Thursday night at 10:45 p.m. I just wanted to make sure you guys knew up front and first that this was going on, and that it wasn't like something was just read or whatever. There was follow-up for all of this. So, again, the supervisor said that, and I'm going to stick with them. Yeah, so King, you're right. It's basically a white version of the blue cash every day. Exactly. Kid Cat, that's for Rod's swim class. Any of you that were on the communities live yesterday, we were joking with Rod from Points Blank Travel. And Kid Kat, thank you so much for the super chat. That's really good looking out. I appreciate that. 1712 Cowboys. Thank you, James, for that update. I appreciate that on the score. Show that Frank is right. Maybe they will add replacements. I really want them to add cards that people can use without breaking the bank. Again, we talk about it all the time here. We talk about other ecosystems that, you only have to pay $95 for a great card that gives you great multipliers. my son, my YouTube son, as I call him, John Arm, did a video today on the Citibank trifecta and how valuable that trifecta can be. And the highest you're going to pay on a card there is $95, and you're getting 3 points on almost everything. So there's a lot of value to be had out there, and I'm guessing Amex might just be feeding that right now, and is going to try to restructure that. So Manuel, how are you, puppy? I don't know exactly what they're going to be adding yet, but because it just kind of happened, but we're hoping for cards with better multipliers. And that might be a product change that we'll see in the new year. But like Chad said a little bit earlier, it also might mean that the fees for the platinum might go up. They're not going to do it to the gold because that just went up. The green just went up a little over a year ago, right? So I don't think that's going to be that, but we'll see. So Sendo got that off on all 3 of the platinum, but after accepting 1, the other 2 disappeared. Yeah, that's how they roll. That's why you always have to check, Sendo. I tell everybody that happened to me with the business platinum. Before I selected one, I checked all the different card offers that they had so that I could apply, because that was the best way to go about it. So thank you for that, Sendo. I appreciate that. You have to support Kit Kat. You're going to support the community. Great. Leanne, player 2 has a blue cash every day and has an upgrade offer. I'm telling you, these upgrade offers are sleepers, people. If they're sending it to you, it's like the pre-approval. If you really just want to get those points now and get them while they're hot, if you think about it, for me, the 30,000 gold membership rewards points to upgrade to the gold card for the green, I'm not going to be using that clear credit anytime soon anyway in the green. I still have one on the platinum cards. Why not? I'll downgrade the other platinum to a green, and I'll still have now all my 3 cards at a discount, a la Sledge, who is the king of getting the discounted Amex cards. So Sledge, I hope you're watching and hearing this, because that you are the king of that. So Joshua, so they got rid of see, Josh, here's the thing. I thought that too, that they were useless, but there are a lot of people, especially I love my aunt, but she's older and she swears by that card. I've told her 1,000 times, Titi, upgrade to this. Titi, use this for. She takes that card everywhere she goes, and she travels all over. She loves and swears by that card. So it's one of those things that, you like it and you like it. It is what it is. What's going on, Bucks Thoughts? How are you doing here tonight? Thank you, mi gente. Hit that like. I appreciate it, so that a lot of gente could see that tonight. If you don't mind, just take that 1 second. You might have to hit the little X if you're on the phone to then take you to the other screen to hit like, because I've been doing that mistake myself on saying, where's the like button? But it's that. Hit the little X on your phone, move it over, click like, and then go right back to the comments. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kevin, you're right. It's nice when you got the gold card with the green card annual fee. That's the plan, Kev. You're a smart man, puppy. See, Joshua, you're not seeing many of them on the site now, right? For a second credit card, should I get the Discover It or the American Express Blue Cash? Okay, Tristan, the first cashback card I got was Discover It. If you want an easy peasy cashback card that gives you 10% in the first year on all your purchases, in those categories, bro, slam dunk, do it. Get the Discover It. They always give you a high cash limit to start. So, but if you're like to be in the Amex ecosystem, then go for the Blue Cash every day. But I really like the Discover It. No annual fee, great customer service. The categories have been super solid, and you can't go wrong with either one of those 2, but it depends on what ecosystem you want to be in. Theotis, likes up to match the 78 in here so everyone can watch this. I appreciate that, Theotis. When you guys do that on my behalf, you have no idea how much that means to me. I really appreciate that. If everybody could take that second to do that, I appreciate it. Good looking out. I really do appreciate that. Joshua should be a 2 times flat catch. If they did 2 times, it's better than, let's say, than the Chase Freedom Unlimited at 1.5, right? So 2 times would be solid, because people think the Venture X is solid with 2 times. All right. And you're paying $395 for that. King Sam, 1.5 MR on the personal side would be a true everyday card. or like the 2 times on the BBP. Exactly. Xavier, Mr. 1099. Yo, it was a no notice live. This was just like, let me go downstairs to the to the credit card connection studios in the basement. Just I was all engrossed in the game, and it was a good game, but this is important for you guys. So, hey, I don't have to get up early tomorrow, so why not? But thank you, Xavier, for the super chat as always. All right. See, and that's the thing. Theotis, Wells Fargo's site, they're killing the game right now with their cards. For me, the autograph card, and for those of you that haven't seen it, I put the video up on the benefits that it offers behind the scenes without you having to pay an annual fee. We're going to go to a concert this week. And for those of you, my Latino friends out there, and even those that like reggaeton and music like that, Maluma is a superstar. And I got tickets second row off the stage because of Wells Fargo being the sponsor of that concert at the Palladium in New York. And that I was able to get as a benefit for no annual fee card. Plus, they give you no interest for the first year. And they started me with a $20,000 credit line. You can't beat that, guys. So, Theotis, by all means, check that site out. Juan, it's breaking. It's breaking. The green needs priority pass select, even 4 to 5 minutes like US Bank, especially if they raise the annual fee to $195. I can see that, King Sam. That's a smart statement right there, because I've yet to run. I haven't used the Lounge Buddy credit. I've yet to have anybody tell me, yo, that Lounge Buddy credit was fly. Nobody's told me that. But if they gave you a couple of passes, yeah, that would be great. Even just so you get the taste of it, right? And then you want to move up the ladder to get that for all the cards, for the other times you're going to travel. So people, I guess they're learning from other issuers that if you entice people a little bit and give them a little taste, or let them dip their toe into the water and see how they like it, they're going to keep coming back. So that's a good point there. I really, if they increase the platinum fee and the base run was 1.5, let me tell you, Alex, one of the reasons why I like the business platinum, I put a large charge on my card to meet that 15K spend. I put $12,000 on one shot at 1.5. Okay. So 18,000 points on one shot. You can't beat that. So to me, the business platinum, if you want to get one of the platinums, I think the credits also on the business platinum are easy to use. The Dell credit, even though they say Dell might end in December, it's not a done deal yet. But I got this nice chair because of that. Literally, I got the card, and 2 days later, I went on Dell and ordered the chair. The chair was $219. They gave me $200 credit. I paid $19. To me, that's better than the Saks credit that if you're going to buy men's underwear, Calvin Klein is like $35-$40 for one. They're giving you a $50 credit. Big deal, right? This is money. This makes sense. So, Luis, hola, Luis. How are you doing, papi? Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate that. Kit Kat, my green to gold upgrade came the same day after downgrading, and it was for $90K for $2K in spend. Yo, seriously? Now you're gonna make me think twice about hitting send. That's fire, bro. That's 3 times the amount of points. I'm going to keep messing around the app and see if they offer me, because that one just popped up as I was calling them. So I'm going to see how that's going to work out for me. But, yep, the upgrade offers are super lucrative. Absolutely. Theotis agrees. They're not useless. A lot of people love it, ready to play the upgrade and downgrade game. Come on, I'm telling you, I'm going to do that in January. The platinum is going bye-bye. 83 people in La Casa tonight at almost 11 o'clock Eastern time. Do we love credit this much, guys? Really? I can't. I just can't. It blows my mind that this is real life right now. So I thank you for being here. This is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea what this means to me. By the way, guys, next Tuesday, I'm going to have Tasha from Major Change Group. She's going to be on with me live. So that's next Tuesday. And then the following Tuesday, October 8th, I have a special guest with me because we're going to celebrate a few things. We're going to talk about credit, but my birthday is also October 10th. So on the 8th, that Tuesday night, we're going to be live and it's going to be lit. When I tell you, wait till you see the thumbnail. It's going to be fire. So I would love for everybody here to come through on October 8th and help me celebrate number 58 for me that God has blessed me with on this earth. So, please come through. I appreciate that. Christian Cruz, thank you. Kristen, lo que pasó fue de American Express canceló al Amex Everyday Preferred, and Cash Magnet cards. Cancelaron las tres. They canceled those 3 cards. Thank you for being here, Kristen. Joshua, oh shoot, didn't know those cards had a low. Yo, bro, telling you, I think it was because they're the easiest ones to get, and people just hold on to it. It's really easy to work those cards. So, a discreet firm, how you doing? No more free rides for MR points. And you're right on that. You are so right on that. Amex launches new credit cards, welcome bonus, annual fees, and more. Hopefully they're smart. They can keep these cards. If they can keep them at a, $50 or $95 annual fee, but give you better bonuses and give you some perks here and there, I would do it all day, every day, So, Joe, how did you get the gold green card? You know what? I don't have my wallet down here because I left it upstairs. I ran downstairs. That is the line card. And I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen, the little Superman logo there, that's the actual line card that I got made with the green. The line card link is in my description box, Theotis. The guy's name is Johnny in California, and he really goes out of his way. You just make that card however you want. You customize it. They take the chip and then they take the strip from the back and they put the numbers of your credit card on the back of that metal card and they send it to you like that. I'm telling you, that card is beautiful. I love to use it, and it's the regular Amex green card, okay? So what I have to worry about now is because the number's going to change, I may not be able to use that card. So I have to see what I'm going to do first. So, but Theotis, it's there in the link. We're at 94 people now, mi gente. This is insanity. This can't be real life. Seriously. King Sam, that's right. 90K for 2K and spend is wild. TYX, I hope I said that right. I'm kind of over Amex these days, waiting for whatever the new City Strata card will be. We'll be looking for a new good sub, completing the spend on US. And I get it. Actually, I think I said this the other night. I tried to get pre-approved for a US bank, and they said that I opened up too many credit cards in the last 6 months, which is true. I've opened up 7. So it is what it is. But that card is fire. That's why I want that card as well. I'm waiting for them to drop the City Strata Elite. The person that I have at Citibank here in New Jersey told me that it would be, late fall, early winter that it would come out because the Strata Premier is doing so well. So that's why I can stick with Amex because I'm not gonna get a ding on my credit. That's why I don't mind it. But that's the issue with that. So I just want you to be aware of that. I totally feel your pain with that. Do you think the new US Bank Smartly card will have a sub? Because it's a debit card, the only thing I can see them giving you would be a cashback, a statement credit of cash back. Other than that, I don't think there's going to be any real sub to it. And again, remember one thing about that Smartly card is that the only way you get to that 4 times multiplier for everything is you're going to have a lot of money in those accounts with them. So it's not just like you're going to open up the account and automatically you're at 4. I believe they start you at like 2 or 2.5, and then they work you up a ladder to 3, 3.5, and then 4. So it's not going to be automatically 4. So make sure you check the terms before you apply and do that. Okay. Ryan, that would be fire. If they can get the same multipliers as an autograph card, that would be a no-brainer, because then think about it. Right now, to me, the green is the most powerful earner, right? The green card for me gives me the value of the points earner for the card in total, for the membership rewards points, because you can do it through travel, through dining out, and you get a clear credit and things like that. If they can match Wells, dollar for dollar on that type of spend, and maybe throw in, then I doubt they'll do the grocery part because that's all Amex Gold all day, every day. But if they can match at least Wells, that would be smart, and that would be a really good pickup on them. Neighbors is looking good again. No, I know. That's for all the Giants fans out there. He's on my team. Theotis, I appreciate you. Theotis, seriously, I really do. Thank you. Wells Fargo compares this every day, compares you every day to autograph on their site, and it blows it away right now. It does. It does. And that's what people don't understand. To me, you don't have to really do that crazy flex and spend all that money on these cards. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I get all these cards for this. I don't need those cards. I really don't. Okay. But, in order, I don't want to be here BSing you about stuff that's good and not good when I don't even have it. So I have to get it. But I'm also learning as like that upgrade, downgrade. That's going to be my first that I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, thank you, Josh. Yeah, those seats, I'm going to put pictures when we get them. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fire. I know I'm a little bit behind here by like 7 minutes. You got the Amex Marriott card. Good for you, Manuel. Manuel, I hope things are working out for you with, fly bases. Anybody, has any bank done tiered annual fees, 95 one base? Uh, you know what? I don't think so. But now that you put it out there, Alex, and if any other bank issuer out there sees this, they're going to be like, ding, and they're going to take your idea. So write that down. Take a picture of today's video, Alex, with your name up there, and just make sure you get credit for it. All right. The brilliant. Oh, good. You didn't get you got the brilliant card. Great. Wepa. Wepa. Good for you, Manuel. Manuel, I really appreciate you being here, man. We hit 100 people now, mi gente. Lord, I can't thank you enough. This is insanity. Insanity. 100 people on a Thursday night. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Again, for those of you like Theodis was just asking about the line card and how I got the green card and a gold card that's there. The link is down below. I don't have my extra wallet out here to flex with. Again, I just ran downstairs. So, but that's, all the referral links and everything are down below. So be sure to check that out if you don't mind. Wells Fargo and Citibank's still on a roll, but maybe next year both companies will launch new credit cards. Well, they will be launching their most elite cards later this fall into winter, or maybe January during winter. That's the elite for Citi and the beyond for Wells. How soon after you take an upgrade offer, for example, going from green to gold, can you downgrade? It's going to be the year. You got to sit on it at least a year, unless they then offer you to So like I had the green card only 5 months. And I guess they see that I put a ton of spend on the platinum business and stuff like that. So I got that offer. But so I would say about a year. We're at 107 people, mi gente. This is crazy. Crazy. So Theodis, so you're gonna see on the bottom it says Lion Card, and the website I believe it's lioncard.com. And if you have any questions, email me or reach out to me. I'll send you the guy's information. His name is Johnny, but he's great. All right. I like the late lives. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, how you doing, Papi? Jacob is in the house. How you doing? Yes, Jacob. This is breaking news on Amex dropping their everyday cards, the preferred and the everyday card and the cash magnet card. So, hopefully people get to see this so that they know if they're trying to apply and they get that error message on screen. And this was all due. Sledge mentioned it at about 9:30 to Key on a chat. And I called Amex, and then we went there. I wanted to get Sledge on, but he's dealing with real life hurricane situations in Florida. Chad, Sledge, Richie, the CEO, CJ down there, all of my friends that are down there, please be safe and be careful. Xavier, thank you for that, Papi. Thank you for the super chat, and thank you for your words. I love you, Xavier. You know that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Birthday party live stream. That's right. Get your drinks on and be ready, people. Kevin, thank you so much. I appreciate that. See, the everyday was Buck's first card. And for a lot of people, it is, Citi due to refresh the prestige with travel insurance, 5 times calories, called the Citi Strata Elite. Yeah, that's what they're going to say, Gunnar. They're telling me end of fall, winter. But the Strata Premier has done well for them. That's why they haven't pushed it out yet. Scooter, how you doing? Scooter, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh my God, Tristan, on October 5th, you'll be my fellow Libra. All right. 29. My God. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. So that means you must be class of 2013 or 14. I'm guessing, Tristan. So we're at 110 people. These numbers are blowing my mind, mi gente. Seriously. I can't. I can't. Um, if I Kevin says if I got the two Amex charge cards, I will do an upgrade and downgrade merry-go-round. Yo, reach to the merry-go-round people, your Chads, your Sledges, Caesar, Joel, Anthony Venture. Those are the up and down merry-go-round. They are phenomenal at that. All right. Um, like to see City Biz. Thank you. And that's the other thing. That's the other card. Gunna, thank you for bringing that up. The representative at Citibank told me that they will be bringing out because they don't have a viable business card that's not a co-branded business card. So this is going to be their card that they're going to bring out. So that's going to be really cool. Um, you need a Packers one made ASAP. Yo, bro, I'm telling you, Theotis, they make it fire, and it's such a heavy card. It's well made. I would really look into it, puppy. Really. No way, Jacob. You're in October 1010. So, Jacob, on October 10th, 2010, in New York, they had in the newspaper the most perfect day ever because it's 10 10 10. I had that strip from the Daily News. I had it posted in my office. But October 10th, my wife is October 9th. So here's the thing for all you guys out there that have a wife whose birthday is before yours or a couple of days before, make sure you do the right thing. For me, at midnight, October 9th into October 10th, if I wasn't a good boy, guess who's going to get the beat down? This guy. So guess what I'm going to do October 9th? We're going to have a good time. I'm going to treat her right. So that's just some advice from a guy who's going to be 58 years old, okay? Theotis, absolutely, Theotis. Whenever you're ready to apply, let me know, and I can show you how I went about it and what we did. And also, guys, if you ever have any questions on which is the best way to apply, like I'll give you a quick hack right now that some you might know, some may not know. When you apply for a card, if you live with your family, if you're married, and they tell you to put your income, it is household income, not just what you get on your check. It's what everybody in the house gets. So you make sure you put that there because that then is the baseline. If you put a low credit, a low amount of income, your own, and you're living with three other people that pay the bills and work in the house and everything else, you're shooting yourself in the foot. So make sure that's like one of the hacks. So if anybody ever has any questions or you're going to apply, that's the thing. Okay. Does Amex have a problem with HOA fees for retention or for spend? No, because to me, that would be like if you're just putting it for paying your taxes with it and all this other stuff. No, it's not a problem. I can't see it because there's nothing against paying an HOA fee. If you're paying your HOA fee and then on top of that, your HOA might charge you a fee, for the privilege of putting it on a special card. There's no reason why they should deny you that. So I don't think it's going to be that. Off topic, but I'm interested in how Southwest will refresh their cards with the announced changes. It should be announced. King Sam, I'm not going to lie. I've never flown Southwest and I don't have their products, but they are Chase, right? I can't see Chase doing anything negatively to it because a lot of people love their companion cards, especially in this space. A lot of guys talk about it, and Chase is not going to sleep on that card. That's a business earner for them, and that's such a niche for them that I think they will do well with it. I can't see them taking a step back, with an airline card. I just can't. It doesn't make any kind of sense. Michael, yeah, that's what Michael. That's right. It's from him downgrading and upgrading again. Juan says that they mentioned a recent email improving benefits and it might raise the annual fee. That could be it. Okay, you have the basic plus the second year now. Got a referral, so the annual fee is covered. That's awesome. That wall Ekster wallet that's my retired Barretto Brown Ekster wallet with the beads that I earned. I earned them in NOLA. People saw it. I earned them in NOLA. But those are the beads. And that wallet, I still love that wallet. But somebody told me during one of the lives, you'll hang it up there and display it. So it's on the wall. Again, this way I never forget. I have Ekster right behind me. David William, Amtrak, 40K bonus paid after first statement. Nice card. Don't know. That's fire. You know what, David? I never used Amtrak until I was using it on. I was a board member at Bergen Community College, and to go to Washington, we take the 3 hour ride or so from New Jersey to DC. It was beautiful, comfortable, tons of leg room. Drinks and food on the train if you need it. That's a great move. And I tell you the truth, I got there faster because it left me right in the heart of DC without having to deal with the traffic, parking, hotel parking charges, and all the other stuff. That's a great move, David. Absolutely. Hey, Joe, have you ever got financial review? Never. Never, Nico. Never got it. And I don't think I will because I've used their cards. I've been with them 35 years. They haven't seen what my finances are in 35 years. There's a problem, right? I'm very consistent with them. They see I do a lot of referrals. I do a lot of business for them. So, Tristan, you see, 2004, since I was the guidance counselor, Tristan, I had a feeling that's when yours was. So congrats, Papi. I just got that now that, how? Did something happen where you canceled the card before the first year or downgraded or whatever, Nico? Let me know, Nico. All right? Let me know. Fly with Rookie. The Amex news was that the everyday preferred and cash magnet cards have been taken out of their product lineup. Right now, there's nothing in the works for them. It's not a refresh, according to the supervisor I spoke to. But right now, those cards are not in the lineup. If you go online and look for them, it says error on it. So right now, we're trying to see if they're going to bring new cards or new cards or multipliers or refresh these. I asked if it was a refresh. They said no. So we're going to see. Okay. Mom's birthday in a few days, end of September. Tell your mom I said happy birthday, Kevin. You are the best, Kevin. I appreciate you. All right. You're the 29th. Another Libra turning 45. Juan, you're a baby too, Juan. Come on. Happy birthday, Papi. God bless you. I hope you have an amazing day. You're an amazing person here, always with me, and I appreciate you for that. Juan, God bless you, Papa. Happy early birthday to you. Rodrigo Mendez, are you transferring any of your Amex points to Hawaii and Alaska? I've never flown those airlines, Rodrigo. I think if I was going to use them for transcontinental flights, I might because I just have enough points to put there. But I don't even have like their loyalty program because I've never used them. Okay. All right. So, well, your mom's birthday and Juan's are the same there. God bless. God bless. Manuel, I'm wondering too about the Southwest card. Well, according to what they just said earlier, they're going to try to, fix those travel protections and perks, which makes sense because if you think about it, Chase just sent everybody else the email about their protections and cards on their regular cards, like the Sapphire Preferred that I have, and on my in cards. So for travel, for airline, and even the amounts of purchase protections are going up. So that might be what they're referring to with Southwest. Amex to Hawaiian is supposedly dead. Haven't tried it myself, but a ton of people said they were transferring. It doesn't work. Jacob, you are the man. Thank you for answering that question, Jacob. I really appreciate that. Vincent, that's right. You were the one who told me to display the Barreto Brown. Why do I love you, Vincent? We're back up to 106 people. Mi gente, this is insanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate this. Don't forget, just do me one favor, guys. Just hit that like button. Please, please, please. Just hit the like because it would be great if we could match the number of likes to the number of people here. I know sometimes I forget, but if you could just, if you're on your phone, click the little X and then it'll take you to where you just hit the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alaska Hawaiian merger. Kevin, I don't use them. I don't really have an opinion on them, so I'm not going to be here and BS you about it. But the people that have flown Alaska, they love that airline. I think the one that wins in here is Hawaii, the Hawaiian airline part of it. Sometimes mergers are poor because you'll get a worse redemption or they'll start nerfing some stuff. But in this case, I think it's just going to be better, especially for those that fly them on, towards the West Coast. So, yep. There you go. Fly with that's why I've never flown Southwest. I've never flown Alaska or Spirit. My son loves Spirit. I don't know why, but we're at 109 people, mi gente. Thank you. Amtrak is great. Frequent corridors, points are valuable. And that's the thing. I wish there were more routes, but what's sad is that the train system here, you go to Europe, it's amazing. You can go to country to country to country, easy, seamlessly. Here, there's always a drama because they haven't really kept up the tracks and stuff on Amtrak and the systems here, which is sad, but it is a good system. Fly with Rookie, thank you for being a new member. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Let me tell you, the membership really helps me. You have no idea, guys, how much that helps me. I love bringing you guys the information first. I love bringing you guys just videos or ideas ahead of time. I want you guys to be on my channel. I've had a number of subscribers here, come on and then actually get into the credit card, channel space and things like that. So by all means, if you're interested, check out the Hola Mi membership channel, membership details below. But Fly with Rookie, thank you so much. That is really, really, really good looking out. Thank you so much for being. I appreciate that. Papi Joe, are you thinking of the premium city travel card might come out? Yes, by the end of end of fall, early winter was when they told me the Elite would come out. That's what I'm waiting for. That's why I haven't applied for really any personal cards. And I've been, I call it grazing. People call it gardening, but that's why, because I don't want to, keep getting my credit hit, because I really want that card. I want that one, and I want the one from Wells, the Wells Beyond when it becomes. Yep, Rodrigo, look at that. People come here and help. That's Jacob. Thank you so much, Jacob. Manuel, you fly all over the place, papi. So that's awesome. Thank you for that, Manuel, for letting us know that. If anybody has questions, Manuel can help us with the Alaska and Hawaiian question there. Libras rock. The Otis, you are the man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Vincent took a sleeper train from London to Edinburgh, and it was great. I did it from Switzerland to France, to Paris, and then we did it to Germany, and it was just flawless and amazing. So, another update, $20 to $15. Juan Meow Mix, thank you for the update, because I don't even know what should be the fourth quarter, I'm guessing, right? I'm not sure, but it didn't auto renew. I'm back. Yo, see, thank you. That is, I don't minimize what you guys do for me. I don't take it for granted. I really and truly do appreciate what you guys do for me and here on the channel. I just can't thank you enough. So thank you. Thank you for doing that for me. I appreciate that. Didn't cancel any cards, didn't miss any payments, and been with them for 6 years. The agent didn't want to tell me anything. I only had to submit my pay stub and bank statements. Now, was there charges that maybe didn't go through, or they were reversed, or returns? Or did you travel recently and use it and something went wrong abroad? Because that's what I've heard, that Amex has had issues when you use it abroad and charges were either taken out and then put back in, and then for them it looks suspect. So that's something that honestly, you can win. Now, whether you want to go through the hassle and giving them pay stubs and things like that for a credit card issuer, I don't know, but let me know if it's for the personal side or the business side of it. Okay. I appreciate that, Nico. Okay. So Kevin, you do live near them. Okay. That's awesome. So if you're there, it makes all the sense in the world to have that as a part of your credit card setup in the future, or your family to have those cards. And I would, get the loyalty points and everything else for them, because that's what I do with United. United is the hub here in Newark, and it's been good to me. That's why I really stick. I have the United personal and the United business card. So what I think about, okay, I'm glad you brought this up. Kevin, you are so on point with stuff. JetBlue coming out with their premium credit card, I would take in a minute. I've had JetBlue since 2005. I've had that card. It's the card with the biggest credit line. I think it was 35,000. And I use JetBlue. I do. It flies to Puerto Rico. It flies to Florida. The terminal in JFK is missing a lounge, which my understanding is they're going to put a lounge finally. But those are the things that they need to step up their game. They're also talking about having like a premium section in the plane, which for me would probably end up being, I'm guessing they're going to call those EMLs, or even more legroom spaces. So it makes sense. They could just block that off, put a curtain, call that premium, which is basically the same seat you were getting for anyway. but they might give you better multipliers on their cards. The only thing is, Barclays can be a pain if you haven't had credit before with them, but once you do, it's not bad. And their customer service could be dicey depending on who you get, but that's a card that I probably would apply for. And now we're up to 100. We went up to 112 for a hot second there. Thank you so much, mi gente. I appreciate that. Tristan, the Cowboys won. Wepa, 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 wepa. How about them Cowboys? Which is crazy coming from a dude in the Bronx. Grew up, I was like, until I was 10, I was a Jets fan. And then I became a Cowboys fan. Don't know if it was the cheerleaders back in the day, but I became, and we're at 116. This is the most people I've ever had on a solo live. I kid you not, ever. I can't thank you guys enough. That is bananas, bananas. Mojo, how you doing? How you doing? Happy Thursday, Mojo. Thank you for being here so late. I appreciate it. Mojo, if you're just joining us, those three cards that took a hit, Amex, everyday preferred, and cash magnet cards, they're not telling me what their product is going to be changed to. If you hold those cards, right now you go on their site, it says error loading, and you can't look at them. So, just that's why I'm on tonight, puppy. Thank you. What status is work for the Choice Platinum status match? Honestly, the Choice status match would be a Caesars Rewards Diamond match, a Wyndham Diamond match, a Hilton Gold, and the Marriott Gold. And it also, those cards also product status match you with Best Western to give you their highest level of platinum for their hotel chain. So, and those sleep on Best Western because I've stayed at some really nice Best Westerns. And actually in Austria, there's a beautiful Best Western hotel right in the center in Austria. And it's beautiful. So, that's something that don't sleep on. But the status match was that. So it does work. And it's instant. It's very instant. Just transferred Amex points to Hawaii and it worked. Manuel, there you go, papi. Michael Wong, thank you for being here, Michael. I appreciate you, papi. The game is over. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. Would you consider getting the Barclays AA for bank bonuses before they potentially are only to a city? Not really. Not me personally, because Rodrigo, I don't really fly American. The problem I have is this. The main hub is United at Newark. Although you can fly other, international wouldn't be an issue because those are more limited flights, but you can still access them from Newark. But American would be out of JFK, like Delta, like even JetBlue. So they even though they might have a few flights coming out of Newark, I would have to make a connection somewhere else, and that's a royal pain. And for me to get to Newark, to JFK or LaGuardia from my home, it's literally crossing two bridges, which is almost $36, $38. Plus the parking here in New York. I don't know if you guys have left your cars overnight. It's $45 to $50 a day for parking, for long-term parking. It's a ripoff, guys. So, Nico made a purchase on Dell Business Plat, and it was canceled by Dell. You might want to reach out. Make sure you have, if you can get a screenshot of that issue with Dell, keep that, okay? Because that means that maybe something was found that rang up as fraud or something else occurred. Nico, I'm glad you see. Make sure you have that, because I did that purchase with the Dell Platinum. I always try to, keep the receipts and stuff at least that first year, or screenshot it on my phone whenever, especially if it's on a business card. So check that, Nico. I think that'll work better for you. Jonathan, thank you for being here, puppy. Hola, want to take this moment to thank you for helping me surpass my credit journey goals with your informative comment. I also truly enjoy the collabs you have on here. Fenomenal. Jonathan, gracias, papi. Te lo agradezco de todo corazón. I really appreciate you for saying that. That's why I do this. Honestly, if it helps somebody, I'm happy. Thank you for those beautiful words. Thank you for taking the time to do that tonight. I really, really, and truly do appreciate you. It is almost 11:30 here in New Jersey, and you guys have been hanging out with me here 55 minutes. And I can't thank you enough for that, Jonathan. Jonathan, if there's ever anything you need, any questions, any concerns, anything you want to see, don't ever hesitate to call me. Okay. Send me an email. I'll send you my number. I have no problem doing that, guys. I really don't. I really like interacting and keeping in touch. I've had people like Manuel reach out to me when they've taken a flight and they got upgraded. That means a lot to me because it means that, you know, what I'm trying to get out to you guys and show you and have you look at works. And to be honest with you, you know, that's just the fulfillment right there. It really and truly is. So I thank you for that. Jonathan, que Dios te cuide, man. Thank you so much. Nico, whatever you need, Nico, do me a favor. You want to email me? It's the real easy email. It's the credit card connection at gmail.com. Email me. I'll send you my info so that we can keep in contact and I can help you go over everything with you, Nico. Okay? Not a problem. ET Points Home, how you doing? Just wanted to say thank you for sharing so much of your knowledge and new information. I appreciate that you guys are helpful and so friendly to everyone. My birthday is in el Dia de la Muerte. Really? Wow. Yo, that's a cool birthday to have. God bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the words. It is a pleasure. It's an honor to be here in front of all you guys. Honestly, as right now I get past 113. This is insane. You guys are the, you know, if you guys weren't here, there's no reason for me to be here or do any of this. None of us would be doing this. And you guys really do appreciate it. And we see it because you guys are here all the time. You know, when I'm in Florida being crazy on a boat with Anthony Venture, just, you guys come on at whatever time of the day. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I have a new record of 117 people here live. I can't believe it. You guys hit that like button, mi gente. And if you're new here, subscribe and you can share. That helps me out tremendously, guys. Honestly, the algorithm has been real good to me lately because of you guys. So I really appreciate that. I never thought the algorithm was a real thing because I used to see Sebi and he still does it. He mentions it all the time. But guys, it's a real thing. For whatever reason, the likes work. I appreciate that. Thank you. And we're at 118. Yes, thank you. Wheels, I am. Just got here. Amex is dropping the Amex Everyday, the Everyday Preferred, and the Cash Magnet. Not their sexiest cards, not their most popular cards, but cards that a lot of people like and held on to because they were easy gets. You know, they were easy to use. You didn't have to go through hoops to get credits. You didn't have to go through hoops, you know, for benefits. They were kind of easy, and they were the easiest cards and low maintenance cards that Amex offers. Right now, they don't say what they're going to replace it with or what they're going to product change it to for those that currently have the cards. I did ask them that, and I wasn't given any info. We're at 120, mi gente. I can't with you guys. Kevin says, I want to take my time on what credit card I'm going to get. I want to reach before applying. And you should. You know what, Kevin? You're young. You're 18, and that's the way to do it. I love the fact that you just don't want the latest and greatest, and this is pretty, and my friends have that. You're very smart, Kevin. Your parents did an amazing job with you. You really step back and learn and try to take the time to let it sink in and use what you've learned and picked up. That's crazy. That is amazing. So I really do just admire you and what you do and what you can, you know. So God bless you, Kevin. Stay the course. Don't change it for anything. Okay. We're at 126 people. This is nuts. Matter of fact, while the number is still there, this one is for me because I've never seen that number and I don't know how to do that really fancy screenshot, but I'm taking my own picture. There you go. All right. Mojo. Up to speed. My wife and I have the everyday card for several years now. Hopefully something exciting. That's the hope. Honestly, Mojo. That's why I said it, because a lot of people say, well, who has that card? But a lot of people I know do. Prayers for our North Florida brothers. That's right. That's right, Jibarito. That's all mi gente down there, all the creators that are down in Florida, Richie the CEO, Chad's Money Minutes, CJ, my boy Sledge, You guys that are down there, stay safe. And anybody else that I may have missed that's down there or in the path going through the Gulf and then the mid states there that's supposed to go to next. I pray that you guys stay safe, that you're not flooded, that there's no drama, and that your family stays safe. So I appreciate that. Kevin, I'm hoping it stays away from Austin, Kevin. I pray that your family is okay. Barclays won't approve me. Well over 750. Reconsider it. No, here's a problem, Wheels. Their reconsideration, and that's the problem with Barclays. I've said it here a few times. For me, when I applied for that business card, and that business earners card is fire. It took me close to 3 months. I applied in February and got the card sometime in May. I literally had to fax them, go to Staples and fax them copies of my LLC, my business formation, my good guy, because there's something called a good guy report in New Jersey. All that stuff I had to send them by fax, and it couldn't be PDF from the computer. It had to be literally through the paper on their side. It was ridiculous, but it ended up working. So give them time and don't let up on them. Always ask to speak to what they call their back office. Tell them you want to speak to the supervisor and the back office, and always take the name of the person you spoke to the last time. That's how I was able to get them to move a little bit, because one person told me something a little bit out of pocket. And I said, at this time, I spoke to this person and they said this. I said, check your machine because you said you record the conversations. They apologized and they straightened it out. So always make sure you do that whenever you have these conversations with them. Okay. Mike D. Hi, Joe. I watch your channel, but never comment or did a chat before. I canceled my everyday a month ago. Right before I canceled, I got the new design in the mail. And that's the thing. Mike, you're not wrong. Everybody said there was a redesign to the card. They were going to make it nice and flashy. I don't know how they spent money to redesign a card and then pull it. And according to them, it wasn't a refresh, because you don't have to pull a card to do a refresh. God knows Amex does that all the time with, the gold, the platinum, the green. These cards are always undergoing these new, iterations of them. And it's just crazy. So they said they couldn't tell me what they were going to do with it or what was next or what the product change. If there is, like, if they're going to send you a different card with a different name with new benefits, they won't say. It's just too new. Like the guy told me, it's just too new. Carlos Moncada, how are you? Carlos, thank you so much for being here, papi. I appreciate you. Thanks for the pointers. Aquí viendo desde California. All right. Gracias, papa. God bless you. Espero que todo esté bien allá con ustedes y tu familia. Thank you for being here. We are right now. So over there, it is like 8:34 in California. Dale saludo allá a su familia, a mi gente allá. Gracias, papa, por estar aquí. Te lo agradezco de todo corazón. We're at 129 people. This is insanity. Insanity. Wheels, I am. Wheels. Thank you. Thank you. I Wheels, thank you, man. And as you say that to me, Wheels, I'm gonna take another picture because now I'm at 132. And your comment just made my night. I love you. God bless you. I really appreciate that. I don't take that for granted. Thank you for your beautiful words. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, Mike, it did look like the blue as preferred. I don't know if they realize maybe that they have too many products that also might look like they overlap. Like if you remember, not too long ago, Capital One just ditched one of their Saver cards because, again, Capital One had different versions of Saver, Quicksilver, and Venture cards. So when you have too many SKUs or too many lines of stuff, they can become convoluted and you kind of lose what you were trying to get. And I guess maybe this is Amex trying to rework their stuff. We'll see. But, yeah. Thank you so much, Flyer Rookie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Xavier. You are the man. Xavier, once again, Mr. 1099, thank you as always for what you do for me. Your video popped up in my recommended. You gained a subscription for me. Thank you. Wow. Really? Well, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I never thought I would be in those recommended. Kid you not. I started this Super Bowl 2023. I did my first video with my phone, and it was sad because it was in my family room that's orange with the ceiling lights on top, and all I did was read stuff off a screen. It was horrible. But I've learned and I've grown a lot, and I thank you for that, Tristan. Thank you. And I guess the algorithm pushed me too. So there's your proof. If people consider, when they say, hey, does it work? Well, there you go. That's proof. Consider the cash magnet. Already have Capital One Quicksilver. Yeah, I wouldn't wait. If you're gonna, you know what? Depending on what your goal is, there are better cards. Even the Saver one is a great card. I just can't get any Capital One cards. They're not gonna give them to me. But you know, if you want to get a better card than the Quicksilver, Saver one is a lot better. Okay. So that's something to consider. The multipliers will be great and it might fit your lifestyle better. Okay. Remember, you don't always have to stay in the same ecosystem. You just don't. I have now finally multiple ecosystems for the simple fact that if, let's say, Amex decides to change some stuff up or drop some partners and I had points with them, and that's all I relied on, I'm stuck. But now I have Chase, I have Wells, I have Citibank, so I have 4 different systems that I'm rolling with right now. And 2 of them, Citibank and Wells, are really improving their products. And I'm hoping to take advantage of their products even more. So you don't be afraid ever to diversify and check out different ecosystems and cards. You don't have to always put, like they say, your eggs in one basket. You don't have to do that. Okay. And I would actually just, because it gives you options. Okay. Deotis, they're a pain. I'm telling you, Deotis, I know, puppy. Barclays is kind of weird. Which one were you trying to apply? Was it a business card, Deotis, or was it a personal? Let me know. Well, Sid, right now, Manuel on the chat just did it. He literally just did it. So you might want to refresh or try a different browser. Because not for nothing, and I've had this happen with me, even on my phone. Sometimes I'll go back to the laptop and not use my iPhone or even an iPad because for some reason certain things don't work as well on those platforms as opposed to just a regular laptop or desktop. You might want to try it that way. But Manuel literally just tried it. Okay. Um, but Bucks, I wish I had an answer for you, puppy. I'm sure they're gonna send you an email quickly because I'm telling you, this just hit. Thanks to Sledge once again, and Sledge, I hope you're doing okay, puppy. Sledge made me aware of it, and I just jumped all over it. What I imagine they have to do. Remember, some people have had this happen to them with different issuers, with Capital One, with Chase cards. Cards aren't here forever. Really, and I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. It's the truth. Like when a credit card issue says, "Okay, enough of this one," they just clip it. A lot of times, even the big guys that kind of get some of these heads up before a lot of us do, your Ben Hedges, your Sebis and stuff get caught off guard because the people that do these decisions with the bank issuers, they just do them quickly and they'll cut it. They don't want that loss going into another quarter. They don't want that loss clipping them. And remember one thing, October's next week. That last quarter begins. They probably want to clean their books and reset for a new quarter and plan ahead for the new year. So that could be why, but they will be in touch with you. I promise you that. Kundo, my man. Saludos, papi. Oh my God. Pues Kundo, what happened was cancelaron el everyday preferred y el cash magnet card. No se ve en línea. You can't see it online. Y llamé a American Express. Me dijeron que ya lo cancelaron y que no es un product change. It's not a product change at all. It's just off their system for now. So I don't know what they're going to do yet. People's transfers being returned. I got to see if Manuel tells me what he did, then I can let you know, Sid. Okay. The folks who are afraid of business cards will have to get the Blue Business Plus to get a free Amex MR point card. And that's what I was saying. And I'm glad you brought that up, QC, man. Thank you for being here, puppy. That's an easy card to hit. And you can hit it even as a sole prop. I kid you not. And I'm not making this up. It is honest to God truth. My friend Jose had his business that was not an LLC, He, as we're applying online, he put the name of that he wants on the business card, put more or less what he was getting. Then you put your personal income, and then he got approved. Literally, it's not that difficult, and it's worth it because that's one of their few cards that you'll get a solid 2 times on earnings with no annual fee. And usually their limits are more than 5,000 and up. So it's worth a shot. Don't be afraid. If you guys ever have any questions on applying for the business cards, hit me up. I'll go over exactly how I did it. Actually, if you go on my channel this past spring, was it? I did a video on LLCs and opening and the differences between that and a sole prop and how to apply. But I could always give me a call, guys. I'll go over everything with you. Not a problem. Oh man, Jose Marzan, Jose, I pray that you and your family are okay. I pray that your family stays safe, that it doesn't do any damage to your home. I pray that tomorrow morning you wake up and everything is just great outside. Be safe, my friend. I thank you for being here and spending time with us tonight. That means a lot. It really does mean a lot to me. John Kim, Adam Jusko of Proud Money has been trying to get the U.S. Bank Altitude Reserve for several years without success. Establishing a relationship by opening a new checking account before applying for credit card. Now, John, I saw that video actually from him as well. I want to do a U.S. Bank account. Right now, my problem is I have one with Citi, I have one with Chase, I have one with Amex, I have one with SoFi and Capital One. I don't want that world of mine to also get so cluttered that then, I don't need the card that bad, to be honest with you. When I did the pre-approval, the only reason I got denied, they said because I opened up too many cards in 6 months, which they were not wrong. So I'm not mad at that. But you're right. I always say, having a relationship with a card issuer, Chase, Capital One, who else? Amex, Wells, Bank of America, that all helps. Your local banks, TD, whatever it is, that always helps out with it. So thank you for that, John. I appreciate, that's right, Mr. 1099 Xavier. Rodrigo, I can't get the business earner because I had a Kohl's card that I stopped using. They do get sensitive. You know what I do, Rodrigo? So this is what I do with my Wyndham business card. Wyndham Business gives you 5 times back on your utilities. I put my light bill and cable bill from Florida on that card on a monthly basis. And actually my ADT alarm, I put those charges just to hit every month. Keeps it active, I pay the bill. Keeps it active, I pay the bill. And then they can never deny me that. The problem also with Wyndham is that their points do expire. So if you have some points, if you have a regular Wyndham's account, you want to make sure you use those points because they pull the plug on you. I believe it's 4 years, but just check that out as well. But it makes a lot of sense there, John Kim is a critic with high velocity. Most regular people will be in an easier situation. That's true, QC, man. I never thought of it that way. That's true. Xavier, what's going on? Michael, with so many people here, don't forget to hit the like button. Good looking out, QC, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Theodis. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. I'm trying, puppy. Thank you. Again, I'm going to blush, and it's embarrassing that a 57, soon to be 58-year-old man is blushing, but I appreciate you, Theodis. Thank you for your kind words, man. Thank you. Ahmad, how are you, Ahmad? I come here because of your stream with Spencer, and I'm really loving your content and personality. You know what? I can't thank you enough. Spencer is a cool dude. When I met Spencer at the meetup in New Orleans, him and his girlfriend were just two of the nicest and easiest going people you could ever just talk to. And he was so cool. The running jokes were that he's 7 feet, right, and stuff like that. And I remember telling him, I said, bro, can we exchange information? And I said, would you like to come on one day? Would you do me the honor to come on? His channel is 5 times bigger than mine, and for him to do me the favor to come on is huge. And then to find out, like I did on Tuesday, that he's 24, the same age as my son. It just really warms my heart that somebody that young would want to just come on and help me out and be on the channel and talk to me and give us information. So Ahmad, I welcome you here, and I promise you this, my friend. If you need anything, if you have any questions or any comments or any ideas you want to kick around, by all means, I'm always available. I try to respond to these comments on my videos and stuff like that every single time. As quickly as I see it pop up on my screen, sometimes it annoys my wife, but she understands. But I appreciate you coming over and checking out my videos. I really do appreciate that. And when you get onto Spencer's channel, tell him I said thank you for sharing you with me. All right. I appreciate you, puppy. Thank you. I think Amex every day and preferred interfere with other credit cards. That's a good perspective there, Kevin. I could see that. Mark Reese has faced something similar with you on the Wyndham business. Yeah, that's a tough one. Let me tell you. Um, Anthony is a character. Actually, 124. Wow. Wow. Yo, I can't. Sometimes you need to go out of your comfort zone. You're right, Kevin. Oh, so Manuel, you did it on your laptop. Okay. So, guys, try your stuff. Again, I know the ease of use on a cell phone or iPad is a lot easier for most. But to be honest with you, sometimes I'd rather do the applications on a regular laptop. It avoids the spinning processing thing and all that other stuff. Just do yourself the favor and the headache and avoid it. So, Manuel, thank you so much for sharing that. I appreciate that. Thoughts on cashing 70,000 venture miles at 1 cent? Okay, this is the way I'm going to see it. I've never taken a cruise, believe it or not. We spoke about this Tuesday on the live with Spencer. Spencer was the first guy I ever saw buy a laptop with his Chase Ultimate Rewards points. And people criticized him because they said it was a poor redemption. I got criticized for getting the deposit for my Tesla using 275,000 Chase Ultimate Rewards points for $2,750 in cash for my deposit on my car. Here's the thing, Wheels. If it's going to bring you joy, those 70,000 miles, you're going to be on that 5-day cruise. Think about it. Think about the breakdown. Even at 1 cent per point, that's $700, right? At 2 cents per point, 1,400. How many cruises can you get nowadays, on a great cruise for two people? That's usually like what you pay for one person to go on a cruise. So nonetheless, you're still beating it here. Do it. Whatever brings you the joy and the happiness, that's what I'm learning. I told you guys, and I shared with you guys this week and last week, my dream when my dad was alive was to get my giant Christmas tree, because it is a perfect triangle of a Christmas tree, decorated. I'm going to get it decorated by a professional. It's $1,100 or something like that. And I'm going to take out 100,000, literally 100,000 membership rewards points at 1 cent per point. And I'm going to pay for my tree. And I'm going to do that every single year from now on. I signed a 3-year contract with that man. And that's how I decided I'm going to pay for it. You know why? Because right now I have 2.7 million or 2.8 million points across all my cards, collecting dust and doing nothing for me. So do yourself a favor, Wheels. Go out, shift those points over, click send, and enjoy your cruise. And please get back to me on how fire that cruise was, because I would love one day to take a cruise, and I might just do exactly what you just did. Do it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't. Alex, if it wasn't for the old Uber card, I never considered Barclays for any credit card. And you know what's funny though, Alex? What's funny is that before I really got into this game, I never thought about the issuers behind the card, because that was never really a thing years ago. So like when I applied for the JetBlue card almost 20 years ago, I just knew it was a JetBlue card. Barclays meant nothing to me. I just applied online and that was it. Same when I got the Disney card that ended up being Chase, right? I never knew. Amex was Amex because Amex was always the card. But other cards from other issues, I never really gave it a thought. It's nowadays that we all look into banks and what the relationships are because we have more information at hand. So I get it, but for me, I never really bothered because it was just like, I just want that card. That's it, Um, volume up and power button, Joe, for a screenshot. thank, thank you, Theonis. Lord God, thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Kundo, qué mal a mí que me aprobaron para la Blue Cash every day hace días. So the Blue Cash is different, papi. It's the Amex Everyday Cash. It's not, that's a separate card. The Amex Everyday was the clear card, papi, la tarjeta clara. So that's a different card. You're fine. Don't worry about that. Okay. MP Rubio, how you doing? So the cards that were canceled, Amex Everyday Preferred, and Cash Magnet cards. Those are the three that were canceled. You're not going to find them online, and you can't apply for them. And we don't know yet what products they're going to product change to. Um. Okay, so right. Okay, Kevin, you're saying the same thing about Barclays before they cut it. Absolutely. Um, I have an old Amex Clear card that was discontinued years ago. They haven't ever replaced it and won't allow me to product change to anything else. That's just wild. I don't understand. If you've been a member for so long, it just makes no sense. My friend was like my brother. It's not even my friend. My brother Waldy literally has an American Express Platinum card, but it's the Optima card that came out years ago, and he still uses it. You can't get that card anymore. I don't know what he would product change, but he uses it religiously. That is his go-to card. So I would also see, maybe try the chat, and also show them your relationship with cards and ask them what they would suggest you do then. And I would like to know, once they tell you, TY, let me know. I'd appreciate that so that I can give that information to everybody else. Wheels, I got the BBP as a sole prop with Social Security using Rakuten. Yo, that's the card I have hooked up to Rakuten, 100%. And now that the holidays are coming, super easy. Tristan, subscribe to Anthony Venture. Probably explains and recommended. Yo, Anthony is my man. I love Anthony. He knows that. He's like one of my kids. I love him. CPO got rid of the wrong saver card. If you ask me, just my opinion. Yeah, no, I get it. I totally agree with you, Theodis. But Capital One won't even let me touch their products, so sniff them. So this live stream is early birthday gift to you, Joe. Kevin, thank you, Papi. I appreciate that, Papa. Which, don't forget, next Tuesday, I have Tasha from Major Change Group, which is October 1st. She's on at 7 p.m. That's going to be fire. And then the following week, on the 8th, 2 days before my 58th birthday, we're going to have a party here. We're going to talk credit cards. We're going to have a lot of guests. Wait till you see the thumbnail. It's going to be fire. Get your popcorn ready, mi gente. We're going to have a blast. You're going to see that. Theodis, oh, it's personal. Okay, got you. You're going for the Blue Business Plus at midnight? That's how you do it, Theodis. That's how you do it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Apply, apply, apply. If you need the Amex link, mine is right below in the comment section. It's a great card. I love that card, Theodis. Enjoy, puppy. Let me know if you get. I'm going to stay on just for you till midnight. All right? I got 6-7 minutes. Theodis, I'm going to stay on for you. Earn and burn your points. Yo, you're right, Kevin. You are so right, puppy. And that's why they were canceled. They all sound the same and it's confusing. And you're right. That's the thing, Jose. When you have those product cards, people don't know exactly which one to get, not knowing that, let's say, even with the everyday and the everyday preferred, one gave you 3 times, the other one gave you 6 times multipliers, right? And if you're not savvy enough, or the cards they're identical, and you're going to apply thinking you're getting the same thing. And then when you realize the interest rate is more, the benefits were less, you're going to be like, what the heck? What did I do? Did I do something wrong? And it's not that you did anything wrong. It's that you literally just applied thinking you were doing the right thing, because they also don't make it easy. If you notice, when you see your applications on any card issuer, they all do the same thing. They're going to hit you over the head first with the welcome offer bonus, right? Big gold letters. Then they're going to put special benefits that they have. Then they're going to put their better multipliers on stuff. So if it's travel, if it's dining or whatever, then at the bottom, you're going to see benefits, offers, and terms and conditions with a hyperlink that you click on that'll then take you to 17 pages of two font. And then you have to try to figure that out. That's just bananas. That makes zero sense to me. So, they make it difficult. So you shouldn't beat yourself over the head if you made a mistake and got the card you didn't think you got. But, Jose says he had an Amex Platinum business card that wasn't a platinum, had it since 2022, changed it. And that's what it was. That's that same card, Jose. I thought that card was fly, but it was plastic. It was the funniest thing. I told my friend goes, I got a platinum. I was like, that was like the OG different Optima. They had like a chain of Optima cards. And then back then they had another one that was Optima Business, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So, well, at least they let you change it to the BBP. But there's people that they won't change it for at all. The name can get confusing. Absolutely, Kevin. Oh, man. Yeah, Theodis, I'm telling you, Spencer is humble. And what I love that he said, and I gave him all the respect for it, was he doesn't just make up stuff or say this is the greatest thing because somebody else said it or read it or whatever. He walks the walk. He'll talk about what he knows, what he uses. No shame in his game about what he has and doesn't have at 24. Okay. I knew none of this at 24. I knew how to apply, get the American Express gold card and run it up till I couldn't run it up anymore. That's all I knew about credit at that point. So I give him credit for being so well healed and knowledgeable about the topics. And I really did appreciate him being here. It was amazing. So, thank you so much for that comment there, Theodis. The Chase inks are a mess also. Yeah. So I'll be honest with you. If you're going to try for a Chase ink card, Jose, the one that I like the most in terms of its overall points earning potential, let's say, would be the preferred, but you're paying $95, right? The reason I like it a lot is because you're getting the 3 times travel, which the Sapphire preferred only gives you 2. However, out of all the inks, for me, the cash is the best one because of the multipliers it gives you in certain categories. So, and again, the unlimited, I have all of them. I have the ink unlimited, the ink cash. I have 2 ink cash and the ink preferred. The unlimited and the cash are no annual fee cards. So it's not terrible. If you don't want to use it, you don't lose anything by just keeping them. The preferred is $95. But if you don't have the Sapphire preferred, that can be the card that you use to get into the portal and get the higher multipliers of 1.25 to, use your points through the Chase portal. So that's why, to me, the preferred on that end is powerful. And for $95, when you think about it, look at what Amex charges you $95 for with the Amex Green, which is the Amex Green business card, the trashiest business card ever. You get 2 points for Amex travel. That's it. No, nothing, zero, nada. It is a waste of $95. You'll never get that back, right? But for $95 with the preferred, the sign-up bonus was insane. It was 100,000 Chase UR points, and their multipliers are strong. That's why, for me, it's not a bad card for the 95. And if you're looking at no annual fee, the unlimited, if you want a solid 1.5, let's say you got something that you purchase regularly, but there's no real category on other cards, throw it there, get 1.5, right? So $100 you spend, you get 150 Chase Ultimate Rewards points. That's great. So that's what I use. That card is like, I consider that card the unlimited because I don't have the Freedom Unlimited and I don't have the Freedom Flex. I call that like the overflow card. Anything that I can get with higher multipliers, I'll put on a card that gives me at least a 1.5. Or if it's Amex, the Blue Business Cash, because it's 2 points. So, all right, Manuel, flying United October 11th from San Francisco, first class, Rome on points, flying back on Lufthansa premium economy using points and money, stay at the Waldorf for a couple of days using points. Manuel, I bow to you, my friend. that that is straight up fire. Thank you for sharing that with us. Manuel and I have become fast friends here because I live vicariously through Manuel and his travels. He is a boss. Manuel, when you come back from those trips, call me because I would love to have you as a guest on my live. Seriously, I want to have you here. Okay. So please reach out to me when you can, puppy. You got my number. All right. Um, Babylon, how you doing? The three cards were the everyday, Amex everyday preferred, and cash magnet. Again, not the three sexiest cards that Amex has to offer, but a lot of people, especially with the everyday cards, did use them and rely on them because they were the cheapest cards and the easiest to use for Amex. So as of today, they're gone. They're done. They didn't say what the product change is going to be or anything else. So I don't know. But right now, that's where we stand. And whoever's holding those cards, they didn't. I asked the supervisor; he wouldn't tell me what those people would be offered in the future. Okay. Renee, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. I really do appreciate. Look, it is now midnight, and you guys are here with me. I appreciate that. QC man, chasing cash is definitely the best. The only ultimate rewards earning card with a permanent gas multiplier, I think, and 5 times on office stores is sneaky good. Gift tops, gift cards, buying laptops, PCs at Staples instead of Best Buy. You're 100% right. That is the card that if you buy those, or for the holidays, if you like giving gift cards, do that. You know, that is solid. Thank you for that, QC. I appreciate you sharing that. Manuel, have a blast. If you come back, papi, even if you're away and you have your hot Wi-Fi over there, throw the Wi-Fi on. I'll send you the link. We're good to go. Not a problem, Papa. We could. I don't mind doing a live if you're in Italy somewhere in Rome. You know, we could do that from the Coliseum. That works. That would be fire. All right. Thank you so much, Manuel. I appreciate that. Wheels, my girlfriend and I are consistent cruisers, typically use points to book flights and hotels to ports. That is awesome. And again, Wheels, I have to tell you, I'm learning little by little. My weakest, I tell everybody, my Achilles heel in this game is really just using the points the way you should to maximize value, let's say, and how to transfer them to the best, peak maximum, whatever, for flights and stuff. Hotels aren't so difficult, but flights for me would be. But if you enjoy cruising and you don't have to pay for it, there's nothing to discuss. Enjoy it, bro. And do me a favor. Come back and let me know how that was. I really would love to know because I love to just share with everybody the wins that we all get like that. So you being able to do that for me is huge. I appreciate that. All right, Theotis. Thank you, puppy. I appreciate that. You've been carrying the Blue Cash Plus for a while now, so that is interesting. So remember, the Blue Cash card is different from the Amex Everyday. The Amex one is the clear one. It's the one that you kind of see through. And then recently they redid it and made it white, and now they pulled it. Okay, so here we go. I'm on nights right now. This is perfect. Xavier, I'm keeping you company, Xavier. How's that going? I should have brought water down here. I didn't bring water. I'm stuck. But, I told Theodis I'd stay here till midnight. So we're on. Brady, how you doing, Brady? I mentioned you and your brother the other day. Thank you for being here. So all is well, Brady. Just bringing up people to speed on the cancellations of Amex last 3 cards. The everyday preferred, and the cash magnet. I don't think you or your brother have those cards, but a lot of the people that have been in, older or want less complicated cards tend to like those cards. So I don't know what's going to happen with those cards in particular, but Amex will be reaching out to them, I guess, because I asked about product changes and they said they couldn't give me any info on that yet. So I'll let you know on that one. Did the Spencer Live give me a different perspective, or are you still with Caesar Joel and bring? Okay, that is a great question. So I'm not gonna lie, guys. I always wanted the CSR, right? The reason I got it for like 8 hours, as you guys might know or remember. I called Anthony Venture one night and I was like, I just got the CSR because I was hanging out in Florida and had a little bit too many tequila shots. And I said, oh, let me just do this, right? And the card is a strong card. And yes, he made a lot of great points. And even more so, I think what was maybe holding me back was that at that point, I still didn't have the ink preferred in my lineup. And then I wanted to have like that fallback in case I needed to. I didn't want to deal with paying another $550 card. But Spencer did kind of push me that way. I don't mind having a premium card. I think if I'm going to have a premium card, it has to be one that's very versatile. So having that one, the CSR, where I'm going to have lounge access, which is going to be better than Capital One's. Now that they're changing their insurances and their protections, I don't have to pay for the Amex premium insurance if I don't want to, right? So things like that are what are pushing me to get it. I don't need it yet right now, but for me, what happens is if I get bored, I just in a moment of stupidity, I go online and then I just apply. And it's dumb. It's dumb. I don't tell anybody to do that. But to be honest with you, he did skew me and push me more. I don't think the CSR is trash. I think they need to add a few statuses here and there to make it worth even more while for people. Because at 550, they're not really giving a lot of a difference, except for that $300 travel credit. But if you think about it, even if you take that out, you're still paying $250. Okay, so that's the hard part to swallow. I think. Alex. Yep, I'm telling you, you can't. Oh. The Otis, thank you, puppy. I appreciate that. I didn't know you're now behind me. I appreciate you, puppy. God bless you, man. Thank you. And again, all you guys that use the links and whatever, I appreciate that, guys. People get on me. They're like, oh, you don't remind people enough, or on your regular videos. I always forget. Once I do a video, I don't know if you guys notice, but when you look at people that put content up, sometimes you see them edits, right? They cut. I never have edited a video. I'm not lying. My videos go from the minute I start to the minute I end. If I make a mistake on an overlay or on a text, I'm going to put a star and correct myself because I really don't. The editing game is not my thing. And I can't pay somebody to edit my videos. It just doesn't make sense. So, you know, when you guys use my links and stuff, I appreciate it because it does help. It really does. The likes right now that you guys have been giving me is tremendous. So thank you for that, guys. Thank you, Theodis. I really do appreciate you. Honestly. Thank you. Brady, upgraded Biz Gold to the Biz Plat. So you did the upgrade that they offered me. Good job there, Brady. And again, guys, for those of you that don't know, Brady and his brother Alexander were on the trip with us in NOLA. Two of the nicest young men and brothers you will ever want to meet. They were phenomenal. We had breakfast together there one day at the Hyatt, and it was really an honor and a privilege to have them. And don't forget, Brady, you and your brother have a date with me here on Alive. So thank you for sharing that with me, Brady. Garrett. What am I going to do with you, Garrett? Good evening. How you doing? Thanks for the breaking news. Also, prayers go out to those affected by Hurricane Helene. Garrett, thank you so much. I know it says Aloha Danica. I get it, guys, but that's our joke here. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. And thank you for being here. And yes, prayers go out to everyone that's being affected on the Gulf Coast, especially mi gente in Florida. God bless you and stay safe. Yeah. I'm telling you, it is. Oh, forget it. Does the 524 rule affect the Chase business cards? Here's what I've learned. At 8 524. I kid you not. That was last September. Um, I got the ink preferred. At 924, I got my second ink cash. Here's how you bypass, and a lot of us have figured out when people are like, I broke the Chase 524 rule. If there is a special high bonus offer on the Chase business cards, if you see an elevated offer, like the one they have for 100,000 points on the Ink Preferred, like the one that they have on the Ink Cash card, where they'll give you a portion of your points up front for the first part of the spend, the second part on the second part of the spend, that'll usually bypass their 524 rule. Josh Gable, a couple of months ago, did that during one of the lives. If you get a mailer, you can apply. There's also one sneaky thing that I'm going to give you guys a heads up with Chase. If you're on their app, let's say on your phone, and you go to their offers or cards, if you click on the part that says, show you their personal card offers or whatever, if you see a card that's listed there, 9 times out of 10, that means that you're going to be able to get that card. So if you see a business card there, you're going to be able to apply for it and get it, even if you're at 524. I tell you that because I did it. I'm not blowing smoke. I'm not making it up. A lot of us have been able to do it. So remember, if it's a special high offer bonus that came out, if you got an email where you're targeted in an email, or a big package you got in the mail to apply that you're pre-approved, apply, you're going to get it. And even if they tell you up front, like they did to Josh Gable, that they said it was pending, he called a reconsideration line, they approved them literally on the same live. So that is huge. So yes, I would apply for it anyway, Theotis, without even worrying about it. Okay. And again, Garrett, thank you so much for the super chat. QC man, congratulating Brady. Wepa, call me Lonnie. Joe, how you doing? Well, Lonnie, by you, it's only 9:13. I'm sure the baby went to sleep and now you're chilling. I've been on for almost 2 hours. So I'm going to have no voice tomorrow, mi gente. No voice. Theotis, if you're over it, it affects getting it. If you're under it, it won't add to it. Everybody's saying, what's going on? What's going on? Look at that. Manuel, look at that. Congrats, bro, from Theotis. That's right, Kevin. Thank God you're not affected, puppy. See, Manuel did it. He was over 524 Theotis. So it does work. It does work. Here's the thing. I think where it won't work is if you already got a card and you were 524 already, and it's only been 30 or 60 days. If you already got approved for one over 524, I would wait at least 3 months or 90 days, which is what I did. Again, it's impossible for me to have it. I have more Chase cards than any other credit card out there, than any other issuer. And I blew past 524 in 2023, and I still added to the pile this year. Okay. So that's something that you should just keep in your back pocket. What I learned myself, and I was telling people, I told Calvin on 850 Club Credit, he's like, well, how do you have your high credit score when you're applying so much? What I've done, and this is my thing, I don't know if anybody else does it this way. I'll apply for a business card, a personal card, a business card, a personal card. I'll go back and forth within a month or two, and it's worked because my personal side isn't getting hit when you apply for business. Okay. And then by the time you circle back to apply for another business card, you've already had that gap in months, which will then give you that break. Also, for those of you that have multiple business cards, don't forget, get a Dun & Bradstreet number. It's free. And just this way, it lists you. It gives your business a little bit more of visibility and some weight behind it, right? Especially if it's a side hustle you got or side job. I also applied for an Experian business credit for 1 year. It's a little expensive. It's about 150 or 200 bucks. But the business credit scores are not the same as personal. It goes from 0 to 100. I started, when I first opened up the card, it was at 20 or 21. And then they give you a risk factor from 1 to 5. So, you know, to be honest with you, you want to make sure that your business. So my business score was at 20 something. I got it to 85 within 6, 7 months, because the more business credit cards you get and lines of credit they offer you, they see that you're not going to go underwater soon. So you'll see, and it's great to monitor. After the year, I already knew kind of what I was doing, and I didn't feel the need to keep paying them to tell me what I was doing. But it did teach me. But at the very minimum, get a Dun and Bradstreet number. It's DUNN, and then Bradstreet, BRADSTREET. That's, just go there, you apply, you put in information. It takes a while, about a month or two, for them to put you in the system, for them to be recognized and blah, blah, blah. But then it gives you more ability. And then credit card lenders business lenders do check that out. So keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Ricardo Torres. Yes, Ricardo, how you doing, puppy? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, Ricardo. It's the Amex Everyday, not the blue, the Amex Everyday, that clear card, the Amex Everyday Preferred, and the Cash Magnet. Again, not the 3 sexiest cards, right? Not the 3 most popular, but they did pull them today, and they're the ones that are now saying that they don't know what the product change is going to be yet for them, and they don't know what if it's going to be a refresh. I asked them specifically, is it a refresh? No. They just actually changed the format of the card. They made it white, like not even a month ago. I don't know why they pulled it. So my gut feeling is, if you look at today's date, it's the end of the month already, the 27th, as we do this at midnight in the East Coast. And they're going based on maybe the next quarter starting October 1st. They want to clear their books. They want to move new things. They might be already having things in the works that are going to bring in. So I don't know if that's going to replace them. I don't like speculating, but one can only think at the end of a quarter that they do this, when they just kind of rebranded the card and made it white. So those are the 3 cards, Ricardo. Thank you for being here so late. I appreciate that. The thicker your credit profile, the less a hard pull affects your credit. 100%, Tristan. Right now, let me see. I have about $275,000 in available credit between personal and business. The biggest business, well, and then they don't count. Remember, the business platinum, a charge card does not count towards the amount of credit available to you. So if you have like the business gold or the business green or the business platinum, things like, a charge card won't count that way. It's the regular credit cards that have a limit set to it and the interest accruing at those points and whatever else, like regularly, that's what's going to affect. So for me, having all that money available to me, does give me, but I've also been around a lot longer than everybody else here. So, that also is, people forget, unless you're in tech or fintech or real estate or have your own business, like where you're making a ton of money. I worked in a high school in New York for 34 years. The income isn't super high. I'm not complaining, but I didn't have that as the background. So I had to build the credit history, and I made my mistakes. Like I've told you guys, I've been in debt. I've reconsolidated. I had my credit scores in the 500s, not even 10 years ago. So, it's lessons learned like that. So, I thank you guys for those questions and just for bringing that up. That's the school teacher, and Joe, don't make any, I'm telling you, I learned a lot. I wish that I had somebody teach me this. My dad was a bus driver in New York City for 25 years. He only went to high school. My dad, to me, and those who knew him, was the smartest man I ever knew, especially one that didn't go to college and didn't have that degree. My father had, at one point, on a bus driver's salary, he was an exterminator first when I was a kid. So imagine, exterminator in the Bronx and Manhattan, and a bus driver in the Bronx, Manhattan. And he had 4 homes at one time. My father always said his teacher taught him, pay yourself first and then you pay everybody else, right? And he used to tell me that. And I think I've said this before here. My father, at one point when he was dying, was mad because his credit score wasn't in the 800s. It was like 790. And it was because my dad didn't owe anybody anything. He had two credit cards that he kind of used, and he had just opened up a Home Depot card to buy a refrigerator. The credit card they gave him, he asked him for a $5,000 limit. He could have had a bigger limit, but the refrigerator was $2,500. So that was a 50% utilization, which brought him down. And literally on his deathbed, he was like, Papi, why can't I get 800? I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And all these years later, I'm like, Dad, I look up. If only you would have sent a couple of more $100 to that, but it was a no interest card for the first year. So he's like, why am I going to take my money out that's earning interest to pay that when I could use their money and pay it off? All makes sense from an interest standpoint, but that credit score was killing him. But now he knows in heaven, I'm trying to get everybody on point and teaching the lesson that he taught me. So that's my story on that one. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I decided to do this when I retired from school counseling, because, I still have that in me. I want to help people if I can. And this is a quick way and a great way to reach out to a lot of people. So, thank you, Theodis, for that. My oldest credit card is 35 years with Amex. My credit history is weird, Kevin. I said this the other night. My credit history technically is over 40 years because that's when I opened up my bank account when I started college in 1984. But when I was a kid, I ended up on my father's credit profile because we had the same name and the same address. And back then, it wasn't all electronically done like it is now. And I showed up on his credit report. So when I was ready to go to school and then work, I already kind of had a credit history, I guess. But it showed that I had a car when I was only 10 years old. I kid you not, it was a Plymouth Volare 1977. I had just turned 11. So, but that's how old my history is, Theodis, get the in cash, puppy. I think the in cash is still offering 90,000 points, which is $900. I would do it in a minute. If that's the high offer and you get it in 2 sections, they give you time to do it, do it. I love that. I love the in cash. Francisco, how are you doing? Hola, papi. Hola, hola. Oh, and I love your little Cuban flag there, Papa. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here, papi. Que Dios te cuide. I hope you and the family que están bien, que todo esté bien con la familia allá abajo en Cuba y con tu familia. Que Dios me lo cuide. Thank you for being here. Manuel, you're going to crash? I'm going to crash in a minute, Manuel. God bless you, papi. I really appreciate you, Manuel. And we have a date when you come back or from over there. All right? I appreciate you. Kevin, you've been hanging out here. Good luck with my voice. You're right, puppy. I'm going to have to get some tea or something in a minute. Theodis, you got that, puppy. My pleasure. Theodis, I really appreciate you, puppy. Thank you for being here the whole night. I heard they're giving Bill honor status for the rest of the year. I heard that today, but that's a good thing, which then would hopefully lead me to believe that if they're going to do that with Hilton, maybe, and I hate speculating. Remember, Wells just signed on with Virgin that I dropped that video today. Maybe this is a hotel collaboration. This might be a feeler, and then they could bring on board. It would be awesome if you had a Hilton honor status and you're able to dump points in there, and Amex also on that end, and you can get that. Would be fire. So yes, Bucks, I did hear that. Ron, Ron, how you doing? Thank you for being here so late. I appreciate you. Yo, Ron, you're right now, Ron, you having a nightcap, and right now I'm ready to go night because I've been on literally. Wow, I got on at 10:30, so I'm going on almost 2 hours. Ron, thank you for being here. Hope you and the family are doing well. I appreciate you. Applied for Citi and got rejected. Said too much available credit. Was trying to get first card from Citi, personal credit, but always have. Okay, great question, Ricardo. People always say, oh, leave it at 0. You have to show, because why would they offer you more credit if you're not using the credit you have, right? That's one of the tricks. When you apply for a business credit card and they ask you, how much do you make a year in the business? Right? Let's say you put 50,000. Then they ask you, how much do you spend a month? And you're like, oh, I don't want to tell them I spend a lot. You tell them you don't spend a lot, they're not going to give you a lot. So I always put at minimum 1,500 so that it gives me at least, 15,000 or more or less that they know I'm going to use within that year. Do I ever get there? No, but they can see that there's a possibility. So I want that credit limit like that. So what I would do if I was you, Ricardo, I would put some cards on that you put your monthly credits on. Let it roll past their reporting date. Remember, it'll report and then it's due. So if you see those the statement date and the due date are different. So make sure something posts on the statement date and then you pay it by the due date and you can avoid, your interest on it. All right. So you have to show something there, Papi, because if not, they're gonna say, bro, this guy has 200,000. What the hell is he gonna do with another 10,000 we're gonna throw his way? Nothing. So they're not gonna give it to you. All right. So sometimes you have to show. And also, you might want to consider if you did an account with Citi, like I had a checking account, I had a savings account, something like that, or maybe you want to do a money market or a CD with them. That's things that you could do, and you could show them that you're moving money and not just at zero. Okay, I appreciate that. Isaiah, how you doing, Isaiah? Thank you for being here so late. Yes, I've applied for 524. So yeah, I mentioned the thing about Apple Card on Tuesday on the live. Chase is going to try to make that work with the Apple Card, and I'm sure that they're going to have to make concessions. They like Apple's app and things like that. However, they're going to have concessions somewhere along the line, because everybody that has an Apple Card from Goldman Sachs is now going to transfer over somehow to Chase if that's the case. So I think it's beneficial for both, because you're going to get a younger group coming into Chase because a lot of people have the Apple Card, right? Especially the techies. So that's one. 524, we just discussed this. I've gotten cards, especially business cards, at 8 and 9 over 24. If they're offering you a special offer, let's say there's a high offer on a Freedom Flex or an Unlimited, a special bonus multiplier, or you get a mailer, or you get something in an email or a physical mailer like that, apply. That means 9 times out of 10, they're going to give it to you. If they deny you off back, call the reconsideration and say, hey, you guys sent me this. And although the bottom says it's not a guarantee, with Chase, honestly, I'm not kidding. I was at LOL 24 and got the Chase Sapphire Preferred. And I just got my in cash after my second in cash after that. So it's doable. Don't let the people tell you it's not doable. It's doable. All right. Ink Unlimited is the one that has the welcome bonus. So there you go. If you guys were looking to get, and you're over 524, that's a high welcome bonus, because normally the business cards are at 75,000 and this is 90,000 bonus points, or $900. I would apply. Parents, put your kids as authorized users on your cards to give them credit head start. Just be responsible. You do bad, they get hit too. Absolutely. My kid graduated college and already had a 740 credit score because he was on my JetBlue and United card, which I used to use them to fly back and forth from Pittsburgh. So, it was a no-brainer to add them to that. So do that. I think with a lot of cards, actually, you can add them at 13. You don't have to necessarily give them a physical card. It's that you take the social, you put it on, and it builds their history. If your history is great, their history is going to be great. It's as simple as that. So it is great to do. So Lonnie, thank you for that information. I appreciate that. Xavier, Papi, salute, Papa. How are you? Good night to you. I thank you so much for being here. God bless you. Have a good night. I thank you for that. You're going to try it. Don't have a Chase card yet. Learn the hard way. Got everything except Chase and Goldman Sachs. Forget Goldman Sachs. Chase is the money spot, Papa. Chase is the money spot. And I get it. You'd rather be debt-free than in the 800s. And that's a lot of people. Literally, Tristan, your age group now, that's the thought. And I get it because my kid is right there in that group. And I do get that. However, here's the problem, Tristan. And nobody really puts it down in real terms. when you get older and you want to get that car, that house, that apartment, whatever, the loan for something to open up a business, you need to have that credit score because that is literally like your diploma. You're showing them, I have a master's degree, right? Pay me. If you don't, remember, if you're, let's say, applying, if I have two people, same income, one has a 790 and the other one has a 700, the guy at the 700 might pay 2 more points on an interest. Then you're losing money at that point. So there's a fine balance. You don't have to necessarily be in debt to have the better score. I have money across cards. I do. Because when you get older and you have family and you have a house, the air conditioner went, the water heater went, this went, the car, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I'm not a millionaire that I can just bang out every month and pay them off in full. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you that I have a 0% utilization. My utilization right now, I think, is 6%. It was 9% in August. Okay. So just to give you that example, that's the only reason why I tell people about, keeping something on a card, because again, they're going to deny you later when you need it because they're going to say, why should we give it to you? So it's just something to think about. Okay. Theotis, you have a DUNS number. Okay. 80 paid score to get a business credit score, I believe. So mine took place. It took about 3 months for them to get my score, and it just kept building. So if you have the DUNS, you should be good money to get those cards. I'm telling you, Theotis, I don't think you're going to have a problem getting those chase cards. Seriously. You're way ahead of the game, puppy. Do it. I got a lot of my cards before I got the Dun and Bradstreet number. And I actually got my Dun and Bradstreet number. I learned about that from this young man, Carlton Dennis, who has a business channel on YouTube. He is amazing. And he talked about that one day, and he sucked me right in. So Carlton Dennis was the guy that taught me a lot about the business stuff and write-offs and things like that. He's somebody you should check out on YouTube. Okay. Yep. We're going to root for you, Theotis. Yep. Xavier's right. Well, his kids are on. He told me that. For kids as AUs, Chase has no age limit. There you go. That works. Capital One as well. This is great. You see? We added all our 3 kids on Discover at 14, 730 score by 18. My youngest son is 17. But that's fire. You see? Excuse me. Again, I didn't bring water, guys. Punch me in the head. And then I have these ginger chews that I'm going to be like this because it's like a little spicy, but I'm going to be off here in a second. But Flyway Rookie, I appreciate you telling us that because, that's fire to have your kids on. And they may not appreciate it because kids are young and they're going to say, oh, I got a credit card. Let me go buy this and let me buy that. What they don't realize is that you're giving them a 10-year head start, literally. Because by the time they finish college or go for their master's or whatever else they do, or go into a business or go serve in the military, whatever path they choose, they have a foundation that you laid out for them that is priceless. Okay? Not a credit score. It's priceless. So thank you for sharing that. I appreciate that. Tristan, I appreciate you, puppy. I really do. Dave Ramsey said you don't need to. You don't need credit cards to be able to borrow for a house. Again, I'm going to swear my house here, I did not have 20% to put down, right? Me and my wife did not have 20%. We did an FHA loan, $6,000, right? $3,000 cash, $3,000 on a credit card. That got us an FHA. We got the loan. We had a mortgage insurance because we didn't have the 20%. 3 months later, we refinanced. Mortgage insurance came off, and we were fine. I know people listen to Dave Ramsey, and I'm not poo-pooing on Dave Ramsey, but my thing is, you need a credit history somehow. If you don't have credit cards, then you need to have loans of some sort. I also had loans. I had student loans that I started at 18 with Citibank, because back then you went to a physical bank to apply, not like online now that you apply through the government and whoever the hell they assign you, they assign you. I went to Citibank in person, filled out a paper application, and took out loans. I had 4 years of loans, $11,000 in total, 16,000 with interest, and it took me 10 years to pay it off, 140 a month. Kid you not. That's what I paid. But that gave me the history. As well as then I applied for an auto loan. I paid for my car, different things. So yeah, maybe technically you don't need a credit card, but damn it, it helps. It helps. So, again, Dave Ramsey's a millionaire. We can't forget that. Safe travels at Manuel. Thank goodness for VA loans, so I didn't have to deal with down payments on a house. Exactly. And Xavier, you're proof of that, where you take advantage of what you have available to you, which is smart. Not everybody does. If you're a member of a credit union, if you're a member of a union, let's say with the teachers union or whatever, they offer you these rates because they're able to negotiate better rates with lenders for that. So let's say it's not as great as the VA because you guys put your life on the line for us, but you're able to get better rates a lot of times through different unions and different organizations or things like that. So use everything available to you. Sometimes we try to shy away because we think it's too much, or we don't want to go out of our way, or we don't want to bother somebody. No, if you're at work and you're part of a union and you're part of all these other things, make the noise and ask. Like I used to tell my students that wanted scholarships, I used to tell them, guys, find out if your parents are part of a membership, a union, whatever, because the United Federation of Teachers had scholarships and my teacher friends didn't even know, and their kids could have had $5,000 a year for school. Okay. Or if you're a member of the Knights of Columbus, if you're a religious organization, whatever. So never be afraid to just ask, because you might find out something that's going to benefit you later. Okay. So thank you for that, Xavier. Sledge. Thank you, Sledge. I hope you're doing okay, Papi. We're sending prayers to you and your family, Papi. God bless you, Pa. I added my kids at 13, but it doesn't matter when you add them because the inherit credit history of the card. So adding them at age 1 is the same as adding them at age 17. Thank you for that, Sledge. Again, Sledge, if your ears were ringing, we've been talking about you all night. So I love you, Sledge. Thank you so much for being here, Papi. And again, praying that you guys are safe. So, mi gente, I'm coming up. I'm past 2 hours and 7 minutes. Before you go, do me a favor. If you didn't hit like already, hit that like button. All right, please. I appreciate it. I had somebody one time, I kid you not, told me, I like the other video you did. I said, yeah, but that's not like a like that keeps going. It's a like on every one. So it's like a job, and I get it. But I thank you guys for being here. Everybody on the chat, you kept it live. I was not expecting this at all. At all. I started this because Sledge made a comment on a chat, and that's how we did this. And I called them right away. That's how we move as a community, Sledge, right? We do this to help each other. And I told Sledge, come on with me, Papi. I didn't dream up this idea. He said it, and we did it. So, I appreciate it. Wepa, MP, I would do a Wepa, but I would lose my voice. Was fun. Good night, Papi. Alex, you were here from the minute that I got on. Juan, Meow Mix, Juan, thank you so much, Papi. I appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe. Thank you so much. And to Sledge as well, my brother. God bless you. My love to Wendy and the family and everybody else out there. God bless you. Luis, thank you. Lonnie, thank you. The Otis, thank you. If it wasn't 12:30, the Wepa would be gone, but my wife wakes up at 3:30 in the morning and she'd kill me right now. But mi gente, I'm going to end this the way I end it all. You could have been anywhere else on a Thursday night, and you chose to be here with me tonight. I can't thank you enough for that. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the beautiful comments, for the wonderful chats, the super chats, just keeping me here on my toes, keeping me company. I love you for that, and I thank you. I also never take for granted, but I always thank you for giving me the privilege of your time each and every time I'm on here with you. I can't believe the numbers that we hit. We were in the 130s at one point here, and there's still 70 people strong. Okay. I can't thank you enough for that. So, Jonathan, big abrazotes from El Barrio, Spanish Harlem. That's right. Huepa, El Barrio, papi. El Barrio. That's where I was born, in Mount Sinai Hospital, en El Barrio. So, thank you, papi, for being here and representing QC, man. God bless you. Mi gente in California, in Cuba, in Puerto Rico, God bless you. Sledge, thank you, Sledge. I will be there, Sledge. You know that. I love you, Sledge. Thank you so much. My love to the fam. Good night, Theotis. You've been with me forever, kid. God bless you, Theotis. Let me know how things go. I really appreciate you today, Theotis. Like, you have no idea. You were just bringing it all and keeping me, like, you were that life preserver for me, because you guys keep me floating, because this isn't easy. But I thank you guys. God bless you guys. Good night, mi gente. Que Dios me lo cuide. Stay safe in Florida and in the Gulf, and everybody. Until next Tuesday with Tasha, Major Change Group. And the following Tuesday, it'll be my 58th. And we're going to have a blast and a party. I love you guys. Until next time, mi gente. God bless you. Good night, Tristan.